Hey guys, IT Ops Guy. All too often I see people install SolarWinds and then they don't touch the settings. Please, please, please touch the settings, right? So one of the biggest things that you can do to make your SolarWinds run better is to change how often it's going out and pulling nodes. And you do that within these product specific settings here. So the first one that I want to look at really quick is just the web console. Set your timeout, set your page refresh, set all these things to help you. But I want to go, there we go, polling settings. So you can see that your default node polling interval is 120 seconds every 2 minutes. Well, right now I've only got 4 nodes in here, so it's like no big deal. But you can imagine that it could easily be a big deal, right? So we need to set this for a respectable number. And so my suggestion is whatever the majority of your nodes should be, set it at that number, because you can always set very important nodes to a lower number. But if you stick with the lower number, the problem is you're going to be going out to every single one of your nodes. Your SolarWinds is going to run like junk. So don't do that. Take note of what you've got in here, but go ahead and change these things. So what I'm going to do for my purposes here is I'm going to say every 720 seconds, go ahead and pull the node. The interfaces, I'm going to say every 1,000 seconds. The volumes, again, every 1,000 seconds. The rediscovery interval, every 720 minutes. That's twice a day. That's plenty. And then let's come down here. Can we not? 120 is the most we can do. That's disappointing. Default node topology polling again. So let's try 720. That time it doesn't complain. Default node statistics. Let's try. No, so that's going to complain. And we're going to do 120 again, which is the max we can do. For this guy, let's go every 15 minutes. That's fine. And for volume stats, it's at 15. Let's go. Oh, let's keep it at 15. I like that number. Let's keep that there. And then your retention, right? So how big is your database going to get? You might want to keep detailed stats a little bit longer than 7 days. What happens is those detailed stats get rolled up into hourly stats on the 8th day. And so on the 8th day, you won't be able to go in your interval of 15 minutes or whatever it is, whatever it's set at. You might have 5 minutes or 7 or 15. They'll change to hourly stats. So you'll say, well, you did this much traffic within this hour. And maybe you want to keep longer. Maybe you want 14 days instead of 7. That will give you a couple of weeks to fall back, right? So remove unknown nodes. That's fine. And just look at the settings that make sense for you. These settings are very important, and you might have to tweak them a little bit in order to get your best use case. But definitely don't keep everything out of the box. If you do, your SolarWinds is going to run like garbage. You're going to have to constantly give it more resources. You may even have to do an ephemeral port tweak in order to pull all those devices at such a quick interval. So that's all I got for you today, guys. Thank you much.